Hi everyone, Paul here from Norway. In my last video I shared how I woke up totally paralyzed in my bed one morning after a holiday stomach infection. Today let's dive deep but simply into what Guillain-Barré Syndrome actually is. GBS is a rare autoimmune disorder where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks peripheral nervous system. That is the nerves outside the brain and spinal cord, often damaging the myelin sheath, that is the insulation around the nerves, or the axon themselves. Incidence is about 1 to 2 cases per 100,000 people per year worldwide. The common triggers are often follows as from infections from Campylobacter jejuni or from other food poisoning bacteria, respiratory illness or virus like Zika virus or COVID-19. The symptom starts with tingling numbness in the legs, progressing to muscle weakness and paralysis, often ascending from legs upwards with severe or extreme nerve pain, and in several cases breathing difficulties requiring ventilation. The prognosis, most people recover fully or near fully with treatment with immunoglobulin or plasmapheresis. But recovery can take weeks to years. About 5 to 7.5% mortality rate globally, and some have residual weakness. This depends on how hard your nerve axon are affected and damaged. It is not contagious and no known prevention, but early treatment improves the outcome. What happens in your body, why it attacks your own nerves, and how a simple bacteria can trigger this immune chaos. This is the science behind why I have been in a wheelchair for 20 years. Think about your nerves like an electrical wire in your house. The wire itself is the axon, the part that carries the electrical signal. And around it is an insulating layer called myelin. That is the thing that isolates the wire. This is made by Schwann cell, and the myelin or the isolation helps the signal to jump quickly to node. Compare it like a high-speed internet. In GBS, your immune system mistakenly attacks this myelin. This is called demyelination, or it also can attack the axon or the cable, the wire to transport the electrical signal itself. This is called axonal damage. These signals get blocked or slowed, leading to weaknesses, tingling, and severe cases like mine, total paralysis. GBS usually starts 1 to 3 weeks after an infection, from like a flu or a stomach bug, or different kinds of reason from a food poisoning. The most common trigger worldwide, a bacterium, as in my case, called Campylobacter jejuni. This comes often from undercooked chicken or bacteria from the waste of a bird or a chicken. In my case, years before I was attacked by GBS in 2006, I had also had a severe food poisoning in a holiday in Thailand, many years before. almost certainly from Campylobacter also. Then in 2006, on the Canary Island, another chicken salad or bacteria from a chicken in the salad infection hit me. My immune system probably remembered the old enemy and overreacted massively the second time. Now the key mechanism is molecular mimicry. This is why GBS is a classic autoimmune disease. Imagine your immune system as a security guard. It learns to recognize the enemy like a bacteria by their surface molecules. Here, sugar-like structure called lipoglycosaccharides, shortened LOS. On Campylobacter, this LOS structure looks almost identical to the LOS structure molecules on our own nerve cells or on the myelin sheet, and also in the axon itself. It looks almost similar, and it mistakenly hits both. So when your body fights Campylobacter, it makes antibodies to attack this enemy LOS, but because they look so similar to your nerve LOS, the antibodies get confused because the surface looks like the enemy's, call it the enemy's outfit or the enemy's uniform. They can't tell friend from the enemy, and it starts attacking our own nerves by a mistake. It shoots their own. It's like shooting a sparrow with a cannon. It hits everything because the immune system thinks everything is an enemy, because every soldier, every enemy looks like, even if many of them are your own. So the immune system goes shoot all out against the familiar enemy, Campylobacter, but accidentally destroys your myelin sheath and the axon too. This cross-reaction damages the insulation, the myelin, or the wire itself, the axon, blocking these nerve signals. This is GBS in a nutshell, simply explained. A mistaken identity attack by your own immune system. In my case, it was also a severe axonal damage, which is why recovery took so long. I was hospitalized for 2 years. But now, 20 years after, with peptides, human growth hormone, and a special made autosis, and also with my Vitamate and NAD+, and a protein and omega supplement, I'm fighting this back. Follow me on Walk Again 2026 to see the documented effect. Remember, this is my explanation, based on science of course, and my experience, and it's never and it's not a medical advice. I'm not a doctor, and you should always consult your treatment with your doctor. If you have any questions about my peptide stack or about Guillain-Barré Syndrome, please send me a message or comment below, and I will try to serve you and help you as good as I can. In the next video, I will explain this peptide stack and how it helps nerve regeneration. Subscribe and hit the bell, and I will try to give you daily update on my Walk Again journey. See you again.